morning, boys and girls. It's Monday, April 27th. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I'm hoping you were able to rest and get off the screens just because we're on the screens more than we normally are during a school day. So let's get started. I'm really excited to show you some new activities for today. Remember, plan out your schedule. Once you listen to our morning message, plan out your schedule and remember to plan that 9 to 3 school day so that you can finish your work promptly. Also, at the end, remember to make that checklist and look over and see, did you complete everything for the day? Remember, if you have any problems completing an assignment, just let us know on your e-learning slides. Just, write to us, let us know. We want to know if there's anything going on, if you have any conflicts, and we'll work with you. But if you don't say anything, then we just assume that you didn't do the assignment. So please keep us posted. Also, please know that it's very, very important that you watch all the videos on our blogs because that is our lesson for the day, and that's how you're able to know how to complete your assignments by watching the videos. Also, a reminder, Mr. Losa and Mrs. Dalma will comment on your e-learning slides daily. They'll let you know if there's any corrections that need to be made. They'll let you know if you're missing an assignment for that day. So please reply to them so that they know that you got their message. And then I will recap the whole week on Friday for you to review to see how you did with your assignments for the whole week. I put in your social studies folder an updated Zoom schedule for the week, so please plan accordingly. Today we have 11 to 12 whole class book club. I'm going to go over all the requirements. It's going to look a little bit differently than our character studies, but I'll go over everything then. I may pull a couple students afterwards. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in number order yet. I will let you know during Zoom, so please don't leave Zoom unless I dismiss the whole class because I do want to call back a couple of people. 2 p.m. is drop-in library with Ms. Sorensen if you need her. Continue to ask those questions during the day on the Padlet and I will check them. Okay, our poetry festival. It starts Wednesday. I'm really excited about our virtual poetry festival. It's going to be so nice. Here are the steps. We are really coming down to the nitty gritty now. Okay, most of you have completed your Google Drawing checklist, and then if you shared it with me on Friday, I was able to give you feedback and make hopefully you made the necessary corrections to your Google Drawing and poem based on my feedback. If you did not put your Google Drawing in your writing folder, I couldn't correct it. So today you have a lot to do if you didn't complete your work for Friday. So it's really important that you keep up with that. So if you got my feedback and I said you're ready to publish, then you can watch the video below. The video below gives you directions how to publish your poem on the Padlet, but you have to do the first 2 steps before you can do this. So once you learn how to publish, this is the link where you can publish your poems. Okay, so you're going to do this, and this is where you can click. I'm not going to go too much into it because Miss Luciano explains it, but don't forget, like if I did MD for Mrs. DeGrazia, let's just pretend my number was 1. Leave a space and put 01 if you have one digit. If you have 2 digits, let's say I was 10, then you can just do that. Remember, if you're writing about a haiku, you can say, my poem is a haiku, and then explain it. So just keep that in mind if you have a cinquain, you have a haiku, or you have an acrostic poem. Please give a 1 line just to explain that that's the kind of poem. If your poem isn't any of those, then you might want to say what inspired you to write the poem, or if it's a rhyming poem, or if it's repetition. Anything that you can add that's 1 or 2 lines would be really nice to just introduce it. So just remember, put that introduction, your initials, and a number. And then once you post it, you have to wait for me to approve it on Padlet. Once I approve it, then you're ready. And these will go live. The whole school, grandparents, parents, everyone's going to be able to view it on Wednesday. So we need to make sure we complete all these steps by Tuesday the latest. I would love for this to be done today so that we know we're set. But Tuesday is the latest this all has to take place for your poem to be in our festival. Okay, so watch the video. Mrs. Lu- Luciana goes through those steps. Um, Today during our Zoom, I'm gonna go over the book clubs. We'll discuss that, everything at 11 a.m. And I will share in your reading folders everything that will guide you for your book club members. So you will need to make a reading assignment with your book club members to read for 20 to 30 minutes after our lesson today. Okay, so today I want you to watch this video first. It's a recap of our work from last week from kilograms and grams, and we're moving into our new unit of study, which they'll tell us at the end of the video. So after you watch that video, I made a video at home to really show you about the measurement called capacity. All right, so I will go over that and do demonstrations, and I will show you different containers you can use in different sizes to measure different capacities and exactly what is a capacity. So after you're done with that and I made my observations, you're going to look around your house for different containers, and I want you to find those different capacities and can you compare them? Once you do that, I want you to post it on Seesaw. Remember, first ask an adult if it's okay, and then be mindful of the water. We don't need to make a lot of mess here. So just use the tips that I mentioned in my video to help you. So I'm really looking forward to your post on Seesaw to see what you learned at your house. Then you're going to complete 3 pages in your workbook. I just want to go over for the children who do the copy and paste option. If you're going to do the copy and paste option, remember to label the date and the page number. So this is page 37. It's just so much easier to grade with everything in your folders. So notice the directions say which container can hold more water. Well, you can't circle it here. So what I did was I have a star. So if you think it's this one or this one, just put the star over the answer. Okay, that's for A and B. And then 2, read carefully which container can hold the least water. You'll need to put a star on one of these 3 objects and then one of these 3 objects. Okay, so you have 4 stars because you have 4 boxes. Here you can use your text box for your answers, text box for your answers, so the rest should be fine. Okay. So you also have your print option for those who like to print and just write with pencil and paper. Okay, for science, we're really going to be looking at what is weather and climate, and this is all due Wednesday. So you're going to watch Mrs. Boyer's video. It's about 3 minutes to just explain what you need to do for the day. Okay, so in this mystery that you're about to watch, you're going to learn how to make predictions about the weather and observing clouds and their changes. And in the activity, there's Storm Spotter's Guide, which is this. You will create a small book to record your notes. You're going to identify different clouds and think about wind direction and when the storm is heading your way. I wrote out steps. Even though Miss Boyer wrote it here too in her video, I also wrote out steps. So in your science folder, you're going to go and get your weather and climate slideshow, which is right here. And in your weather and climate slideshow, let's go here. This is where you will find your link for the Generation Genius. So watch Mrs. Boyer's video and she will give you everything. I would suggest that you click on this link and print out your booklet before watching the video and then go on the video. And then Doug will prompt you step by step and show you how to make the booklet. But you'd want scissors. He'll show you step by step, which we've seen in class. But he'll show you how to make the booklet after a really fun mystery that he will show you first. And at the end of the video, he will show you a picture and ask you a question. Just answer the question, think about it, and then when you think you have the answer, check to see if your answer was correct. And here's where it says, here's what we think, then you can click on that to see what they think. And last, post a video of your Storm Spotter's Guide. That's this little book that you're going to make. Once you complete that, I want you to video page by page explaining what you learned from this. So the reason this is a due Wednesday, I would today watch the video, complete your storm guide, and then tomorrow post a video on Seesaw explaining what you learned by showing your illustrations in your storm guide. Here's a fun fact. Your spelling, I added new sorts, so take a peek. Remember to submit everything by Friday. Here's what you need to complete for this week. You're going to do about 15 minutes, 1 to 2 activities of spelling, so that you can get everything done by Friday. With your book club, you're going to talk about your reading activities, which we'll talk about during Zoom. You're going to post your Google Drawing, your poem to your class Padlet after you've done all the steps. You're going to watch my math lesson and complete 3 workbook pages, reflex math by Friday. Your capacity container activity, upload a video or a picture of doing that on Seesaw. You're going to watch the Mystery Doug video. Remember that this whole science is not due to Wednesday, so split it up. So watch the video, make the book, and maybe then show what you learned using a video on Seesaw by Wednesday. Okay, and boys and girls, in your social studies folder is your updated Zoom sessions. Just keep in mind our Zoom sessions, I hyperlinked them, so all you need to do is click on it. This is your link. Okay, I know it doesn't look as crazy as this. I tried to clean it up a bit, so our links look more like this, just so you know for tomorrow. Okay, boys and girls, I will see you at 11, and I can't wait to see everyone.